I'm really glad I checked that out. So, well, you probably see in the title. This is my first ever time being introduced to the Demon Slayer franchise. I went and go see the movie, the new Demon Slayer that just came out last. Did it come out last? No, it came out yesterday. It came out yesterday, but I went to go see it, and I'm happy to say that I'm glad. Friends of mine was telling me I should go check it out. They've been asking me to go check it out in the older projects. And I just never gave it a chance. Not that I wasn't interested. It's just when you have a lot going on, and sometimes you just want to watch stuff that used to watching. You miss out on a lot of things. But now, lately, especially this year, I've been in the mood to try out different things, TV shows, movies, etc. Like I went to go see that Shadow's Edge with Jackie Chan, which I would definitely advise y'all go see that. That's on my best movie of the year list right now, number one. Yeah, for now. But ever since doing that, I'm like, I want to keep this going of trying new things. And I am pleasantly surprised with the writing, the visuals. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness. Now, the only downfall for me with this one is there's a lot of, like I said, there's other projects obviously that explains more of these characters. I went in blind, not knowing who these characters are. My friends didn't tell me nothing. I don't know a thing about these characters. The upside to it that I did like in this movie, this review is a little different. I'm not gonna go down breaking down stuff because I don't know the other one, so I don't want to. Anyway, I don't want to break it down like a normal review like I would. I want to talk about my experience. The upside to this movie is the writing, the breakdowns of each character they were showing. The breakdowns, bro, was well written, emotional, and very informative. Obviously, I still don't know a lot about each character because they didn't go through every character, but the backstory gave me a lot of info of what I'm really dealing with here in this universe. And I got to shout out to them, the company and all that. Like, they did a good job with the dialogue, which I will say this movie does have a lot more dialogue than I thought. When I see the trailer, I'm thinking this anime is going to be just straight up just action throughout and all this other stuff. That's why I was kind of nervous going to see it because I'm like, all right, people be saying how great the action is. The trailers look like it's just tons of action. I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy it as much because I don't know who I'm watching here. Like, who are these characters? Outside of the visuals, I'm not gonna enjoy much of anything. But I was wrong. They actually break down a nice amount for these characters. Obviously, it's probably, like I said, it's probably a lot more that I don't know. More than likely, it is. But I'm speaking as a person who didn't know this universe. If you're like me, this is still a good watch. You can know enough to where you know what's going on, and you're interested to see, all right, let me see the movies or other projects before this one. Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to check out the other ones. Now, you got a Demon Slayer fan here because that was really good. I'll break down a little bit more why. But if you're new like me, yeah, they do a good job for even newcomers. I like that they don't hold your hand, like trying to tell you backstory on this one and this one. No, you just got to go watch it. But when they talk about the lives of certain characters, I have an idea of what's going on for the most part. Obviously, like I said, there's gonna be some stuff I don't know, but for the most part, I went in and out of this movie enjoying myself and not being too blind to who these characters are and what's happening. So shout out to them for that. Now, I have to say this: the action and the visuals. Oh my goodness. I'm about to research, see how much money they put into that because, Dude, and I love that it starts off right off the bat, getting right into the situation, the action, all this other stuff. But, man, bro, the fighting sequences, oh man, dude. And there's this one character, how you say it? I think it was Akaza? Wait, now I'm curious. Who was it? Akaza. That's who, wait, right? Yep. Okay. That was him. Bro, his fighting, all of it was good. But his dude, oh man, the way he was doing it with, just his fists, like other people using swords, the sound effects. Oh, shoot. All right. It glitched a little bit. I'll make sure. Are we still good? We're here? All right, we're here. But yeah, the sound effects, the choreography. This is one thing I do want to give credit for. Not just Akaza, but everybody in this movie. The choreography is done very well. Sharp, diverse, hard, soft, everything. on top of the amazing visuals. I don't know who's behind the visuals. My goodness, the artwork, all of it, it was done beautifully. I'm looking forward to watching older projects. Which, by the way, let me know in the comments if you are a fan of this franchise. Does all of it look like this? Or is this an upgraded version to how Demon Slayer looks from the previous ones? Is this an upgraded version? If all the shows and whatever projects that Demon Slayer had look like this, I really missed out. Because I already know I missed out story-wise and the action. Like, the action is really good. But, man, them visuals, man, bro. I was sitting there, you know, the way, like, all the heroes are in this, I guess you call it, like, room. I don't know if it's like a room, but like a big open room with all these different houses, and it's like a Rubik's Cube, and how the camera goes in and out, and the fighting and the running and on the wall. Like, bro, my goodness, dude. And the choreography, like I said, amazing. But one thing that I was surprised, like I said, was the amount of dialogue it had. This movie is like 2.5 hours long, like ish. And I will give you a warning in case you don't know, like how I didn't know. This is a movie that has a lot of flashbacks. A lot of flashbacks, a lot of dialogue. But trust me, when you hear that, don't think that it's just wasting time. No. It's actually needed. Especially for someone like me, who's new to the franchise. But it had great emotional moments. Dude, oh my goodness. There was this one with this lady trying to fight this demon, and you heard her backstory with her sister. That was emotional. The ending part with a certain demon, bro, and his wife, my goodness, that was emotional. But the dialogue and the flashbacks, I don't think I've ever seen a movie with this many flashbacks. But I was glad it wasn't not needed. If that's a double negative, but you know what I mean. Yeah, downside, nothing. Anyway, yeah, this was really good. My first introduction to Demon Slayer, and it was this movie. What was it again? Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. Yeah. Intense, great story, heartbreaking. There's some heartbreak moments, bro, that gets you there. For someone like me who doesn't even know the people like this, the franchise, that's why I'm looking forward to even watching the older stuff, because I'm going to be more invested. Then when I'm going to watch this movie again, because I'm definitely watching it again, I'm going to buy it physically. And I know I'm going to get more emotional about it. And this is like a part one. Just a heads up. And I'm looking forward to seeing what happens, but there is another part to this movie. They don't say it. I didn't know it till I watched. I was like, oh, this is a part one. Visuals, bro. I'm glad I saw. This is a movie I would want y'all to see in theaters. The visuals, you just sit back. Unless you got like some 90-inch screen TV at home. But, bro, that, like I said, story, the writing, the characters, the action, the visuals, the hitting the heart. Even some comedy moments. They didn't overdo that, you know. It was not even a lot, to be real with you. There was some moment. Excuse me. But it was done well. I don't really give hand claps a lot, but I definitely would for that one. Definitely on my list. Top 10 movies of the year. Which number? We'll get there. Shadow Edge was really good too. I'm glad I'm observing different movies. I'm very glad. Back then I did every now and then, but now I'm starting to do it more and more. And I'm looking forward to checking out this franchise, the past stuff. So let me know what you think in the comments below. And any advice when I watch the older stuff of Demon Slayer? You know, sometimes there's some things I might miss. You can let me know in the comments as well. But yes, as a newcomer, thoroughly impressed. I want to know, for those who know this franchise and watched it, how did y'all feel about this movie? You know, you heard it from a newcomer like me, but from y'all, how did you feel? Was it good, bad, great, terrible, whatever? Let me know. All right. I'll see you later.